What was the last big movement in tattooing?
All that photorealistic looking stuff, don't you think?
The last big movement.
The last movement.
People actually nailing that stuff.
Colour.
Just colour.
Like, colour.
Colour.
Yeah.
I don't know what the last big movement was. I don't want to be like out of order and say, well, what I did was the last big movement. But it felt like that was a big movement. Like that kind of death romantic type of thing. And then when I started overlaying things...
And the collaborative stuff as well.
And the collaborative stuff as well.
Yeah.
But I like that... I like sometimes how people copy things and other times you just feel like, quit copying my shit.
Yeah.
But I like when I see people using that kind of overlaying stuff and transparent, you know. I like it when they use that in a different style, not in the way that I used it. I like when they try and take it to a different level, or you're like, holy shit, that's so cool that you used it in traditional work, or you used it in... And even though I feel like there's less barriers like that, there isn't just traditional, there isn't just realism, people mixing stuff together. But I feel like that was one of the last bigger things. I think that's still out there, a lot of people using the girls and the skulls and the... You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff, but...
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's other cool stuff going on at the minute.
I just don't follow a lot of tattoo stuff anymore.
No.
I really don't. Like,
I don't know what... I mean, colour realism, obviously, again, went to just fucking skyrocketed the levels of that. I'm not really up on... I used to know every tattooist and every style and what was going on. Yeah, but it's such a big world, isn't it now? It's such a huge industry. It's hard to keep up with who's good and who's not.
It's hard, for me, it's hard to be kind of even interested or inspired by it when there's so much going on in our shop and everyone's got all these crazy ideas and we're always
and we're just trying to be
this kind of stuff and
we're trying to make our own stuff rather than keep up with the Joneses, aren't we? We're trying to be the Joneses, I guess.
Especially because we're all interested in other aspects of art, not just the tattooing aspect, but otherwise you're keeping up with all these other elements as well.
So like you're always behind if you're doing that though. If you're trying to keep up with other people, you're always a bit behind.
Definitely.
Rather than just do your own thing.
Do your own thing.
And if you're not working around other people thinking the same thing, you can see that from so many people's work who or have been at the top of their game and aren't working around these kind of creative minds, and they've kind of... It's like when we're talking about that, what do you do when you've plateaued? Some people just stop and almost creep backwards a bit, don't they? So you can see that a lot.
I think that's a key thing that you've got to be around other people that are inspired and
I really do, because I think there's always that thing of a lot of tattoo shops where they have one good artist and then the rest just kind of so-so, do you know what I mean? And then I think that's just not like our place. Like obviously there's you and Leanne, but then everyone else is churning out this crazy stuff and
I feel like, no, but I just feel like that's because that's what we want. We don't want to be like, well, we're really good, but you know, I don't want you guys to be, you know, we want to be this thing and you guys are down there doing whatever. We want everyone to be successful. We want everyone to make money. We want everyone to be famous or whatever the fuck it is. We want you to be whatever you want to be, you know.
What is it you want to be?
A drifter.
Definitely not that.
I think
I'd be famous. I just want to be doing.
Don't you think though? Like, sorry, Luke, I didn't mean to butt in there, but I keep telling people all the time. I'm like, I think Luke is the next big thing. But I just don't think he's ever going to be the next big thing because he didn't give a shit about being there.
I just want to do my work.
Yeah. But and you are, and you're getting to do it.
Yeah.
So
that's the lucky
every
thing.
day.
Yeah, every day you get to do what you want to do.
You're not having to travel around the world, do conventions, you know, do whatever on social media, and you're still getting to pretty much do your own thing.
My customers now are all pretty open. It's this year the ones I'm doing more of that kind of work on. The stuff that the people that I tattooed last year maybe didn't have quite that, but sort of going in that direction, and then they're like, cool, let's just...
Do you think your type of customer is changing? Because like, I don't know, I'm still in that mindset, and it's probably the wrong mindset, where I think the customer... it sounds awful to say, I almost not blame my customers for creatively kind of restricting me, because I shouldn't... It's
no,
not
but
that,
you do.
But it is a
but
part
you do.
Of it. It is a part of it. I always say, like, sometimes, not so much now, but tattooing can be creatively exhausting when you always have to deal with an individual's opinion. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like I had that last year. I feel like I had you know, obviously still did some cool collaboration pieces and whatever, but the stuff I was doing on my own, so many people were like, oh no, I don't like this, because I was just trying to move forward and to do some different stuff. I was being held back by that.
Yeah,
so
it's
many
horrible
people
feeling.
started a cool piece and didn't finish it, or I don't know, I felt like I was being fucked around by people all year, and therefore didn't get to finish many really cool pieces that I'd worked really hard on, these cool designs, and just got kind of messed around a little bit. So I understand that sometimes.
It kind of, if it feels like it's putting a negative spin on it, but it's not, because a lot of times it does come together and it works awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll throw you an idea that you wouldn't have even thought of, and then it all works out and you're like, shit, that wouldn't have happened otherwise. But also there is that huge part of it of trying to get over having to deal with someone else's expectations, their idea of what is good taste and what goes well together.
You feel like you could be
just wanna
moving
express
forward
it.
faster.
Oh, massively, yeah.
If people were more just willing to get a piece of art that, you know. It's hard though, isn't it? Because you're trying to express you. All you're trying to do is express you and then put that out there, and hopefully other people who feel the same way find your work and just go, cool, yeah, I want a piece of that.
And it's funny when people like comment on work or anything, they're like, oh, you're so creative, you're so talented, and it's like, this doesn't make me feel talented or creative. Like, this is just something that makes this customer very happy, but not me. So yeah, it's trying to find that balance that I always struggle with.
I quite like that though.
Honest.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say that same thing. I quite like that constant struggle, because without that, would you just get complacent? And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you feel like you always
definitely.
have to have something to fight against and be tortured by. So, God, it's so hard being an artist.
It really
It's
is.
exhausting.
Oh yeah, we sit around here talking shit.
Yeah.
Drawing pictures on
Drawing
people.
on people.
Drawing on people who are mostly cool as fuck.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
well.
Decide
So
what
you're
you're
not
doing.
just perfectly cool all the time.
Yeah.
How could they do that to us?
Some speak a little too loud. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. Oh, give me Mike's customers. Right, so are we going to wrap this up with another round of Would You Rather? Or?
Oh.
I haven't got any
About
questions.
these.
I haven't got any.
I haven't got it, but let's see if Freddie's got any.
Yeah, Freddie.
Freddie,
I haven't played this since I was little.
you're fucking.
One,
Goddamn.
someone asked me
Yeah.
once, would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. I think a serial killer asked someone that once. I'm not sure which one, but that's where I heard it.
How?
Yeah, I'll go for how, because if it's something like, that's not going to happen. Can't imagine happening. And then like
If
5 minutes
it's
before,
in
you're
a
like,
car
oh,
crash, just avoid cars.
yeah.
You might live a little bit longer.
Maybe.
Well, it might be inevitable. You avoid cars all your life, and then all of a sudden a car just comes in through
Yeah,
the window
like
out of nowhere.
Like my customer that
Yeah.
drove through someone's
But you
house.
can limit it.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
but you can
I
limit
think
it.
I'll
couldn't
go with when. I think
Yeah?
because then
When?
I've got a time scale of.
Okay, to get shit done.
Counting
Yeah.
down that.
And plus, they're like how.
That's the
Heart
problem.
attack.
It'd be a
Oh,
countdown,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? That's how I feel
Like
about
that.
it.
I can have the countdown.
Because I always,
sit there with my watch. You know?
Because I always feel like, you know, when the analogy would be like, if someone tells me like we're gonna fight like next week, you and me, you know, we're gonna meet at this place and have a fight. All week I'm fucking worrying about this fight. It's on my mind. If you just fucking turned up and started fighting me, then I would do whatever I had to do to try not to get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like
But the
gypsy.
other way, I've spent
Like
the
a
whole
gypsy.
week like a gypsy. Yeah. But the other way, I've just spent the whole week worrying about fighting. So I don't want to know when, because it's just a countdown to that stressful thing that you know is inevitable.
If it's like you'll die in a plane crash, you could be like.
Do you mean
well,
like
I'm
an
not gonna-
ordinary crash?
Yeah.
A plane crash?
You'll never get
A bog standard.
a very good
Simple.
vanilla.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if you got told you were gonna die in a plane crash, you'd be like, I'll probably get a boat everywhere. But if you knew when you were gonna die, you could just do anything, and then you would just know that you were gonna die at some point. I mean, you know that anyway, but you know the exact point, so you can pretty much do anything you want and not worry about
What would
dying.
you go with?
I'm going with how, I think.
Quite exciting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because, I mean, if it's like, oh, you just died in your sleep, well, that's a bit disappointing. But if it's like, fucking eaten by a crocodile, I can't even imagine how that would happen. I can't wait. Like,
Yeah,
And then one day you're like, huh, no
Yeah.
way. This is how I was
yeah,
going to
but I
fucking...
thought they were talking shit, but they were right.
Holy shit, me and a crocodile. Yeah. You're walking home by the river.
Yeah, because the yeah, exactly. Because the when is like, I know I'm gonna die.
It's gonna be
anyway.
at some point.
Yeah.
Do you have any of these, George? You've got nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I can't remember what we were talking about today, so it doesn't really help. But it's not a would you rather kind of thing. I can't remember what the bloody conversation was now and what she said, but it was one of these interesting things, like when does something become something else? I like those kind of YouTube where you talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like
Nonsense
when does
like that
something-
often.
what do you
Yeah,
mean?
like when does this thing become like, I don't know. She's talking about there's a perfume that smells like a cat's forehead, apparently.
By Demeter. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so you know. And we were like, where's a fucking cat's forehead anyway? Which part of the cat's head is a forehead? It's fucking just nose and then back of the neck. Like when does that forehead stop becoming? When does the nose become the forehead?
yeah, or when
Because I wanted to go home and smell my cat's head just to know if there was a specific smell, but
exactly.
I quite like those kind of
Yeah.
things, like when does what the fuck was it? When does, oh god, oh yeah, when does a cup become a mug?
Yeah, because I've got some plastic cups with handles.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not sure
a
if it's
handle
a mug.
doesn't dictate whether it's a cup or not.
Oh,
does it?
that was
Is
it.
it the
She
material
said there's
that's possible?
somebody, she is at university, or she's a university lecturer, and someone, their whole degree, or one of their big things that they're doing is about when does a cup become a mug, doing a lot of research into it. And they found out some other thing, like when does this thing become whatever, and they're trying to see if they can use that same system on when does the mug become a cup, and all these other things.
When does taking someone out for a drink turn into
Right?
yes
About 2 o'clock in the
drinks
morning.
become when does taking someone for drinks become you got them drunk?
Yeah. Well, nobody knows, Freddie, because those stories always have this middle point where they go, one thing led to another.
Yeah.
No one really explains that kind of grey area in the middle, do they?
One thing that-
Foreplay, yeah.
One thing led to another.
That's where they kind of liked
dragging
it for a few
through
minutes.
Through the woods.
Yeah. No, but
Digging a hole in the
that's
rain.
the kind of thing that fascinates me anyway. It's life's grey area that fascinates me. Like when that bit, like, oh, what is that bit there? What do you call
When
that
Luke gives
bit?
me a phone call early in the morning, Matt, I need a favour. Get your raincoat and a shovel.
Bring the big car.
Yeah.
How would you dispose of a body?
How would I?
Well, I have a friend, I won't mention any names, and he told me how to dispose of a dead body in water.
Puncture the line.
He said, Matt, it's my story, jeez, please. He said you have to puncture the lungs or they'll float.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful because if you stab them in the wrong place, you won't be able to pull your weapon out because it will cause a vacuum. So you've got to be
Your
really
tool.
careful how you tool, you call it.
But then if they drag it out, then they'll know they haven't drowned because there's a punctured lung, surely.
Yeah, but he's just disposing of it. He's not trying to.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want it floating, so
Yeah.
it's obvious. He's trying to get rid of it in hopes that you'll never find it, I guess.
Mhm.
But it worried me because we were driving home one night, and he's a massive, scary guy, and we were driving home through what seemed like the middle of nowhere, and he started telling me this, and I'm just thinking, oh my god, he's going to kill me, isn't he? Like, why is he telling me this stuff? Because I'm almost sure he's done that.
I'd probably just make him into some kind of cake and put him in, and Freddie will polish him off.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
You'd have to eat a bit, wouldn't you? I told you about when I had my ears cut off. Oh no, I was here when I had my ears cut off, didn't I?
Mm.
Really wanted to eat them, but then I got really attached to them in a weird way and I kept them in the freezer for like a few weeks.
Did you eat them though? Did you try a bit?
I tried a bit, but my belly's grumbling just thinking about it. Fuck.
I imagine it's just fatty stuff.
Yeah, just
right?
fatty tissue. Yeah, it's like pig skin or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did want to try them, and I had a little bit, but I just couldn't eat them all because then I just got attached to them because they were like part of part of my body. Maybe I could eat someone else's.
I used to ask people that question, and I think just to be controversial, just to be a wacky guy or whatever. But I was like, if you ever accidentally killed someone and you had to dispose of the body, would you want to eat a bit first,
Yeah.
just to see? I don't know why that scenario would ever happen, but
I ate one of Leanne's scabs once.
fine.
Okay, I think we might.
Yeah, I think it might be the end.
Yeah.
Polish it off, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Here's the tail I did on her. She picked a scab off. Seemed
Again, I
seemed
think we
pretty-
might be.
And what did it taste like? Much just like your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Probably that.
You couldn't tell it was Leanne.
That's what I do. I go around ripping people's scabs off in public.
How many people have got scabs that you can do that with? Don't know where you're hanging about.
Yeah.
You're like a fucking,
In my basement.
you're like a fucking
Like
pregnant
scabbing
woman,
you.
aren't you?
Tied to the floor.
And he's like a
Yeah.
pregnant woman with some weird craving.
Yeah.
It's like, I need that
exactly.
scab.
Because it's legal. Isn't that it?
Cool, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that wraps us up.
Yeah, that does conclude.
I only just realised that wasn't a would you rather when I said how would you dispose of a body. I thought that was a would you rather.
Yeah.
But
No,
it wasn't.
but it doesn't matter. It's still an interesting question.
Okay.
Hmm.
3 rat and a fish. Episode whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, episode whatever. They're all episode whatever. now,
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk about that one next time then, yeah? The rat and the fish.
Yeah.
The rat fish game, shall we?
That's
Shall.
pretty good,
Get
yeah.
on that.
Do you
Yeah.
want to
We'll get some more
Fisher?
interesting
No, we
questions
haven't.
as well
Yeah.
next week.
It's a way of life as well. So
Yeah.
So
You need
religion.
Mike here just for like a case study.
we do.
So you can be like fish, rat.
I feel like we need you, Luke. and Mike.
Yeah, you just need me and Luke sit next to each other.
Full
Big like,
spectrum.
yeah, this is 2 ends and then this is in the
This
middle.
is the mix together, yeah.
Don't let's spoil it.
Right.
Cool. In a
Alright.
bit.
And
All right, a bit.
And we are wrapped.
Oh.
Can we get a board?